Alright. The stream should be back. There was a power outage. Throwing a I should be back in the chat just in case. Over here. Wow. Hold on, my alarm clock is blinking and it's gonna drive me nuts if I watch these blinking numbers out of the corner of my eye for 6 hours. All right. Hello. So, yeah, that happened during a break. I did resolve the this or that, this one. Congratulations to all this voters. Condolences to all that voters. There is a non-zero chance the power will go out again. And if it does, that'll probably be... I'll probably call it instead of continually attempting to stream. Louis says bark in the background. Shoutouts to Louis. I'll have to download the Twitch VOD and edit it together because one thing power outages do is kill any recordings that were in progress. So there is some inconvenience from all this, other than the extra weight, I believe. Yeah, I think this is just a corrupted MP3 now. Or 2 corrupted MP3s even. Unless one of them is... or MP4. Unless one of them is... one of these is the one that's still recording. Or recording right now, I think. But yeah, there's like a corrupted 13.4 gigabyte file on my computer now. Anyway, I guess we're gonna do the dungeon. I think we talked to everyone, so... Alizé, the healer red mage. Sure, why not? Healer Alizé is pretty funny. Warcor's armor.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Oh, you can't.
Let's get to it.
You have to be using a controller to cancel them as quickly.
Let's give it our all. I won't let you down.
I'll do this every time. God, if she stole Limit Break and just used Healer LB1 constantly, that would be peak comedy. Really, anything that happens on here is going to be peak comedy because it's a big old mountain. At least if once we get to the top of it. Can't believe I had to wait 2 seconds for NPC queue. Well, that's pretty. Well, that's funny bird. Grant me this funny bird as a mount this instant. Or a minion. Either is acceptable. I need to switch to general for some reason in order to see NPC dungeon dialogue. We've been climbing for ages, and we're barely halfway. The real climb starts here. The real fight starts now, Shulk. Anyway. Tanking and duty support, huh? It works to do this now. Sort of. Sort of until this one bird gets distracted, because they haven't patched in give tanks more aggro yet.
Now I'll show you. Try this.
I think they all have like new things that they say too. I'm really feeling it. Yeah. I'm constantly thinking about, not constantly, I am often thinking about Dunban Definitive Edition. Tempest Cake! Have they retroactively improved any of the like previous duty support in this way? I don't think they have as
Hold still.
yet. I haven't tried. The thunder is being very aggressive. Hopefully the power doesn't go out again. Look at all these crystals. Evidence of how dense this ambient ether must be. Also, if you look at like the light party list, you can see very clearly that they are in fact casting AoEs now. Sometimes, anyway. Oh, they got distracted by this one again.
I have you now.
Alize used Arrow 2. Arrow 2 in green. Yeah, you can see occasional AoE usage, which is new. Hey look, it's Medine. She is Vermedica? That's incredible. Jolt 3? Jolt 3? Is there a Jolt 3 for Red Mage? Is that a thing? I don't know Red Mage. Yeah? Now that's creature. What is that? Must be a snow spirit. Not that I've ever seen one. Travelers on the mountain, how delightful. Do stay and play a while. Come to me, Snowkin, join the fun!
Take that.
Okay, these are pointing in directions. Wait for it. Now freeze. Oops. I just hard cast Holy Spirit like a complete buffoon. This is fun, yeah.
Try this.
Oops, I never used Goring Blade. Come to me, Snowkin, large and small. Big ones, little ones, the whole family is here. Oh dear. Hey, Kral, I'm gonna stand over here for a second. Oop. Trying to follow the NPC's lead and then getting tunnel vision. Yep, there's Vermedica too.
Let's give them a show.
There better not be any more of those. I feel chilled to the bone. Maiming gear. I found where all the maiming gear was. I think I'm gonna get all the maiming gear that you didn't get when you did dungeon runs.
Now I'll show you.
Try this.
Actually, yeah, it is more of a cramped dungeon layout. Oh wow, we can actually not see most of the map yet, I guess. Oh hey, Zeralja. You've caught up. Seems I've been toying too much with my prey. Bah, that was unintended. Ooh, long jump. You'll have to find another path. Think of it as an added test of your resourcefulness. Hey, you come back here. Also, Wuklamat said, Soralja! And Kyle said, goodness! At some point. Oh, a ring. I'll use that. So, current count for number of relevant gear pieces in this dungeon that I've received, 1 out of 3. I think I should be good as long as I, like, make sure to have aggro on stuff. Nope, I'm not. Get the frick over here. I have to hit things more times than that, I guess. One of Wuklamat's, like, combat barks that she uses without having a text bubble is, like, way quieter than the rest of them. She has a very quiet, like, try this, I think. Oh, cool. Bird spotted. That's the bird that attacked the giants! Yes, and it doesn't look pleased to see us. Can't do what twice? This location is called the Council of Morgar. Well. Ah, they've done that before? Okay, Wuklamat is the new limit break as soon as possible DPS. Sure does. And what does that mean for us? Oh. What? Okay, so I was supposed to be in there with everyone else. And now I'm supposed to spread out. Okay, okay. Tank privilege though, so it's fine. I see. Wait, we're being crystallized. I didn't even notice that. Wait. What? Huh? Wait, I could attack those? They were me. In every other instance of a similar mechanic, the allies have to free you from that. I was wondering why they weren't attacking me. Or why they weren't trying to help me.
Try this!
Yeah, I noticed that. This seemed like a Yol situation. We did it! Heh, that was barely a challenge! Uklamat, you don't have to pretend about this. 1 out of 4 relevant items so far. Wrong button. God, every time, how? How does this happen every single time? I hit those things with like, they did say they're specifically adding more enmity generation to tank AoEs in 0.01. I'm understanding why now. It's very silly though. Circle of Scorn isn't always available, but I guess I can try. I guess it's not that long of a cooldown. At least if it happens with like real players, they can chase after the tank. But the AI will fight whatever is there. Great sunken gods, we're so high up, she said at some point. Better watch your step then. 1 out of 5. This is just a statistic for fun. I'm not upset at the dungeon or anything. They are still fighting only the thing furthest away, and not doing AoE, but...
Take that.
Well, I use Circle of Scorn more than once per pull. I'd have to hold it, like, near the end of fighting. Like, if I hadn't used it just then, for example. It'll probably be back by the time these are dead, but still. The way I approach every fight is I do my entire rotation as if the fight is not going to be over anytime soon. I never go into like a false state of security of like, I don't need to do my full rotation anymore, everything's almost over. No. I fight until the end. And, okay, yeah, Circle of Scorn has like 15 seconds left on it still. 1 out of 6. Hello. Don's Elector Gerfurler.
I am Gurfulur, Elector of the Dawn Servant. Prepare to be tested.
Good. This guy rules. So that's the High Luminary. He's huge. If it's a fight he wants, then let's give it to him.
Prove you are worthy to rule.
Feel the weight of history carved in stone. Some kind of arcane tablet? Careful, this is powerful magic.
The hunger of roiling waters. Chronicles of End. Recount the fury of erupting beaks. I will take the measure of your resolve.
I'll handle the healing. This should do it!
Implacable strength of the mountain, be mine!
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. Hey, that one didn't... One of them just didn't absorb.
My brethren, your thunder roars! That you should endure my fury. Chronicles of Eld, record the cruelty of merciless storms.
Oh. Two at once. That's what I thought. That's some pandemonium type of
Fire
stuff.
and water? Why?
God, what is that from? I don't know if that's actually like reminiscent of a pandemonium fight pattern, but it feels like it.
I have you now.
Oh, that's a Corone thing, right? I think it's fire underwater, but still. So the NPCs don't adjust to try and like positional when I'm tanking, I guess. Water in the fire, why? Yeah. This is gonna be wind again, probably, because it's in the center. Yep. God, the Pandemonium DK rap is so funny. Okay, it's also funny to get a level up from that and hear the victory theme twice in a row. That was a cool fight and a cool dungeon. I like it. I also got a bracelet of fending, so 2 out of 6 because one of them's guaranteed. Stormer Greatsword, close enough. Let's give that a 2.5 out of 6. Oops. Oh, I like this sword. It's simple, but it's cool. It's like glowing, it's like slightly glowy crystal. And it's shiny also. Also, I noticed in that cutscene, the feathers on the ring actually are there. It's like a little horseshoe-looking design with some feathers. There aren't any other rings that are... I'm glad they're making rings that are more unique, because there aren't any other rings that are like this, really. Rings don't usually have anything extending out of them except for like maybe a gem. Really cool sword though. I also got bracers. So I got 2 pieces of jewelry and a sword for a different tank. Dungeon drops are like this. That's just how it is. That was some fight. Papa knows how to pick his electors. I think I did well considering our opponent. You did, Krile. Carved histories recreated through magic. It's an interesting fighting style. Oh, the view from here is really good too. I didn't even like look around the platform. Like this place is pretty too. So far, both dungeons I've done in Dawntrail are really cool. Erinville's here too.
Very good, Claimant. Once more,
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
name myself Gur Fulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
All Yokui were once my equal in size.
Okay, that explains some
But ever
things.
since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our
Oh.
full stature.
That makes sense.
You speak of the contagion which afflicted the Shaktural expedition. The one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our
Nod.
history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
Oh, the Golden City, huh?
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokui. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise. Preceding the campaign into Shaktural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor.
Yeah, there is a sort of Dark Souls Giants vibe to this. I feel like the voice direction is similar.
They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness.
So... Interesting. Dreams, huh?
A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Interesting.
Then the expedition.
I can't believe an Ascian was beaming advertisements into people in their sleep.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Also, you can see reflections in this guy's eyes very clearly.
Ah, little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
Another claimant, I see. I will test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
Oh, that explains why you're able to fight so easily. You have an elixir.
Here and now, I think he means.
That'd be really funny if they made me play the boss fight immediately again, but like as Thancred, and it was exactly the same except I was Thancred. And my party was the other two. Probably not a good design choice, but it would be really funny. Apparently they did well.
Well fought, second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof. You both shall be rewarded.
Where else has this specific song been used? Because this isn't a new song, but it's not a common one, I don't think. Hooray!
3
They,
to go.
they do look like gummies. Mists of the Realm? That makes sense.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Bakul Jaja and his minions.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
They do also, I guess that is true, they are a little bit more Jolly Rancher-ish.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve. On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat. The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Oh, very good, insightful question, Kona.
Yes, it is a place of great significance.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Valley Armanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
That explains why there are so many.
Zorolja, I should have known you'd arrive here first.
Third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
I think he got here first and was off to the side for a bit, is the idea, maybe.
Zorolja, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
Right. Sorry.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Nod.
Papa has a grave?
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarbanda, your fathers included.
Gulul Jaja, Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, Navigator of Uncharted Oceans.
Kettenram, the Laminsan explorer. Does this mean he joined Galul Jaja on his travels?
Kafkiwa, Seeker of the Unknown. How strange to see your name here.
Is that Kakiwa or Kavkiwa? Because I thought I heard him say a V sound in there, but I'm not sure. Also, Kakiwa, okay. Also, I'm only just now noticing how detailed eyes are in general because of this extreme close-up. Kakia. Kakiwa? That's not what he said though. Erenville's deal. Still mysterious.
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yokui. But their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
Her is also very detailed, if you weren't aware. Also the grass. Many details exist.
He carved his path with martial skill.
Not just martial skills, Zaralja.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valigarmanda within its own ice magics.
Martial skill and clever thinking. I can't compete with Zoralja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason.
What if both fight and smart?
Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? Something I do better than the others?
It's the peace part, Wuklamot. We've been over this a little bit. You have his love for peace, yeah. What else defines your father aside from strength and knowledge? So this was mentioned like a different time we had a choice for Wuklamot. You can either just say the answer or like prompt her, essentially. And that's interesting. I think Sucro is more straightforward though. You have his love for peace.
Of course. Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
Meanwhile...
What in the hells was that?
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately. Valigarmanda has broken free.
Yep, trial right after the second dungeon, huh? I knew the trial was 93, I'm pretty sure. So...
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
Also, like, why did this happen suddenly?
Is free.
Did Bakul Jaja, like, go, like, start chipping at the ice while we weren't looking? Did Bakul Jaja send his cronies to distract people? And he was like, I'm gonna fight and beat up Valigarmanda because I'm really cool, awesome. And I have no brain cells.
We need to get back there. Now!
Nod. Determined. Nod.
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
Clouds. Oh, this must be the, this person must have the gunblade from that dungeon. Yep. So all this dungeon's weapons are cool. Understood. Also, oh, this is the Poncho of Fending as well. Shoutouts to Ayan the Moonstrider for letting me look at your equipment. So we see some of the equipment from this dungeon here. Neat. I didn't realize how far away I was. I haven't seen the Bard or Paladin weapon from that dungeon. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up the Paladin one. I can sort of imagine what it looks like, but... only got some jewelry there. Good, you're back. There is much I'd explain, but by the time I arrived to investigate a sudden surge in ether, there were already fallen giants everywhere. Right now, everyone's preoccupied with treating the wounded. Pray catch your breath, then lend a hand where you can. You really offered me blood red and corpse blue at this exact moment as quest rewards, huh? And iris purple, but I don't know what that has to do with anything, really. An echo of madness. If you're ready, there are many injured here who need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from their wounds, I ask that you alert me to them. Red, blue, purple. I mean, I guess, but like, it was more the blood red and corpse blue specifically. But iris purple. Iris isn't really related to how everyone's dying. Exactly. Otherwise, I shall be tending to whomever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once we've seen to those people's hurts. I feel like they did that on purpose. But maybe not, I don't know. I mean, yes. It's not that it's purple, it's that it's iris purple, and it doesn't fit like the other two. Iris flowers. They did have, actually, they did have purple flowers on their gravestones, I think. You, the third promise is protector. Everything was bathed in bright red. A searing heat enveloped my entire body. I couldn't move. What happened to us? My wounds are nothing serious, but this dryness in my throat, it's as if all the moisture has left my body. That strangers from across the salt should be the ones to aid us. Speaking of FF6, there's that mount that I've never been able to get from Alamigo. Ever in my life. Urianger. That was me trying to say Urianger and missing. Though Valagarmanda's escape is of dire concern, we must needs tend to those caught in the conflagration. Many of the villagers sustained burns, but the fire found no purchase in these stone buildings. A small mercy. Urianger says fire ether pervades the entire village. What happened here? No, it's a mount from the Alamigo dungeon. I remember trying to get it when Stormblood first released and never getting it. Groan. Everything burns. The touch of cloth is agony, yet I'll live. Leave me. There are others in more dire need of help. There are extreme trial mounts and stuff, but the extreme trial mounts are usually like all thematic, like they're all birds, or they're all wolves, or they're all horses, and so on. Yeah, the Dawntrail ones are all cool wings. They announced this prior to, they announced that prior to release, so that's not a spoiler or anything. I've done all I can for now. The injured you found were awake and alert then? Nod. That is well. I wonder if this is any different at all if you're playing as a healer right this second. Like, at least some slight dialogue change. We've left the injured as comfortable as we could. Nod. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did a fire sweep through the village? Shake head. The details are unclear. Once I've healed the giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, Vorpalor I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then that I felt an intense wave of ether, and returned to find Vorlar's echo in this state. I rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. Valagarmanda had broken free. Thus did I contact you with all haste. Well, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the temple guard and see what's become of the Sky Ruins prison. Group nod. Anytime there's music like this overriding the background music, I just think about Mega Man Battle Network. I'd be glad to learn that this was all some misunderstanding, a futile hope by the looks of things. Even though I've never actually played any of the Mega Man Battle Networks myself. We need to find out exactly what's going on. They did say the prison was beginning to fail, but I felt certain it would hold for another few years. At least, was I mistaken? The High Luminary will have returned by now. Hopefully he's found out more than we have. Whatever answers exist await us inside the temple. I tried to talk to this other person, but that's a player character. The High Luminary grants you entry and awaits you within. Yeah? Yes? I see. Connection with the server was lost. I can't believe Valagarmanda has done this. The character selected was not properly logged out or is currently logged in on another client. Please wait to log in again. But if you hit cancel, it says you're leaving the queue. So I guess I just sit here? Well, how is everyone? Oh, the chat's also disconnecting. Did my internet die? So that wasn't the power. That was my internet or something flickering, but it didn't display as being disconnected. That was weird. And nothing like stopped recording or anything. Oh. Weird. So the stream is working now, yes? I think. Okay. The High Luminary grants you entry. I don't know why that happened.
What happened?
Good question. Oh, the ice is just completely gone. Chat appears to no longer be in video. What?
The ice has failed.
I have no idea how to fix that. That's never happened before. That's got a URL to it. Hold on. Pet Calico. So that didn't break. Properties. I think this means I got disconnected from Stream Elements then? So if I go to the URL that Chat Bubble's linked to, like in a browser, it actually does still pop up. So the only solution is to restart OBS. But it's not worth it. Probably. It might be worth it. Alright, hold on everyone. I'm gonna be annoyed by this unless I fix it, so...